The Pebble Smartwatch. Should you be rushing out and buying one, or should you probably just wait till a better one comes out? We'll find out. Okay, so here it is. Pebble Smartwatch. Little backlit display. The e-paper smartwatch, one of the first smartwatches on the market. It was a Kickstarter project, and it was the most successful Kickstarter project. In fact, it raised quite a lot of money. I will find out and put that in the description because it's probably quite interesting for you. Standard watch has strap like a normal watch, holds like a normal watch, which I like on a watch. Instead of the other types of straps, you can actually change the straps with these things come out there. But not sure if I recommend that or not. This is fairly solid and it's quite tactile. I mean, it is made of plastic, but you feel it could take a bit of a beating rather than the Samsung Galaxy Gear, because that's probably the other biggest smartwatch right now, but people have probably more heard of that one. It's got 4 main buttons. There's 3. That one goes up, that one goes down, and that one selects. And then you flip it over, and then that one goes back. And then the 4 magnetic dots is a magnetic charger, which you charge. You only get the cable. You don't get a wall plug. So I normally just plug it into an Apple thing, wall plug, or just put it straight into your computer and charge it from there. That's how I recommend. Not sure on voltage and stuff, but there we go. That's just what I presume is the best thing to do. It apparently does have 7 days of battery. Not sure on that one. It might do, it might not. I don't find it does if you're playing a bit of a game on there and stuff. But I suppose it definitely lasts longer than the ones which have a lovely display and everything. So it will get the job done. I suppose it's not exactly difficult to put a watch on charge. Let's see if I actually have the charger just down here. I do. How convenient. There we go. Yeah, just magnetic, and it basically just magnetically clips in like that, and then it will start charging, obviously, if the other end is plugged in. That's basic common knowledge. Okay, so let's get into some other stuff about it. The box is up there somewhere on a wardrobe, and it's not really important. It's quite a small box. What do you expect, really, for such a small product? So we've obviously got the watch face on there, and then if we get down to some applications, we've got music, notifications, alarms, watch faces, some little settings, don't really do much, and then here's some apps I've downloaded, which is battery life, because you have to have that to tell you what the battery's like. Well, it warns you at 10 and 20%, but besides that, not at all. Pixel Miner, another game, and there's 2 apps I'm playing around with. So if we go to watch faces, which is quite interesting, you've got a load of different watches. If we click this one, then click back with the back button, and then that's our watch face, and there's a few more. There's that one, and there's absolutely dozens of them, absolutely tons on the App Store, which you can use whatever you can choose. There's absolutely loads. I'm sure you'll find one guaranteed that you're bound to like. I quite like this one. It's personally a favourite. I knocked my camera over just there. It's entirely up to you what you have. It's important to mention there that there is actually a limit of memory size, and that you're only allowed 8 apps or 8 watch faces combined, which is actually a bit of a bummer, really. I'm not sure why I said bummer, no one says that. So I've only have about 3 watch faces. I think the rest, you get 3 pre-installed. And we've got apps, so I've got Tiny Bird, which is Flappy Bird basically, but on a watch. This is quite difficult looking in the camera, but Yeah, there we go. I failed already, but you get the idea. That's similar sort of thing. Pixel mine. It's a very silly game, and you literally just mine, and all you do is press this back button to go a bit faster. And it's one of those games which you just sort of go back to, like a Tamagotchi. It has no use whatsoever, but you just sort of do it because you can, and it's on there. Something which is slightly more useful is this is meant to be able to send simple messages from your phone, such as yes, no, or pre-installed ones. I haven't quite worked out how you use that yet. And Pebble, which is another quite a good one. We've got calculator on there, calendar on there, which is, you know, slightly helpful. That could definitely come in useful. You can even get your stocks on here and your RSS feed stuff, which you may find useful. I don't personally. So I suppose the main question is it worth it? Well, without a mobile phone, it is useless. You wouldn't want to just buy this and this would replace your smartphone, because without Bluetooth, this does nothing really, and it's just a watch which you can play a couple of little silly games on and change your watch faces for quite an expensive price. I think it's around £90 plus your shipping, so it's about £120, or in dollars, I couldn't tell you because I have no idea about dollars. So, in my personal opinion, I think it's a bit overpriced for what it really is. It's quite a nice thing. I know the Pebble Steel is exactly the same, just looks a bit better. But I just think the shape is just a bit weird for a watch. And the e-paper black screen just feels like it's behind its time. And despite the battery life being averagely good, I wouldn't recommend one really. But it is definitely most likely the most popular smartwatch of choice. And it's definitely a stepping stone towards the right direction. Just need a better company. Not that there's anything wrong with Pebble. Step up the game and see what we come up with, I suppose. So that's my review of the Pebble Smartwatch. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it was somewhat insightful for you.